Bravo. Shout out for Life Events.
What up, YouTube? We're in Santa Fe Springs, California, Cancun restaurants right here on Telegraph with Bravo562, my man.
Yo,
what up?
What's going on, man? Thank you for the invite right here.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining me for lunch.
No, for real. I'm excited to have Molcajete right here.
Dude, that's a great choice. That has everything, it looks like. Does it have like a carne asada, everything?
Carne asada, has the onions,
nopales,
chicken, nopal.
And chicken?
Yeah, chicken, has chorizo in it. You know, has the salsa in the middle.
Damn.
And if they're cool, they'll probably put a little bit of beans and rice on the side.
Heck yeah, they better.
The salad, you know.
How's the coffee?
Oh man, it's great. Yeah, digging everything right now.
Coffee.
Yeah, it's a cool vibe. You know, got the Virgin Mary right here.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Virgin Mary, you got Frida Kahlo over there, different actresses on the wall, killer paint, soccer game in the background.
Yeah, there's soccer's like a whole year thing, no?
Dude, it never ends, huh?
Yeah, it never ends.
It's like FIFA to AFA to full on forever.
Yeah, if it's not one league, it's the other, no?
Exactly.
So how you been, man? How's everything going with you, man?
Good, man. Just working away, filming and having conversations like this. That's the main.
We love it, bro.
That's the best part. Just having conversations. That's what it's all about, you know. Yeah, what have you been up to? You've been doing a bunch of shows, huh?
Yeah, man. So every week we've been kind of having one. We've been having like artist showcases. You know, either once a month with Full of Life.
Oh,
and kind of like every other week with underground live events, you know, with Prophecy and Danny Boy.
Oh, that they have their
records.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I still help them and collaborate.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's their event group right now, and then I have Full of Life.
That's
with
awesome.
the girls, you know, with Downey Girl and Nancy G.
That's crazy. If you guys don't know, Bravo562 has tons of music on Spotify. He's got a bunch of music on Spotify. You're a musician. You not only do you do your own music and perform at these places, but you have your own event company, promotion company doing and putting these events. So it's like crazy because a lot of musicians, they play or they rap or do performances, but you actually have to put on the whole show. Does it get kind of like crazy hectic for you sometimes?
Yes and no, depending on like how you're able to roll with it. But right now, I've been just liking the process. I love the progress. You know, I love everybody's growth. You know, I kind of felt like the platform shouldn't just be for me. You know, I shouldn't just want to have growth for myself. You know, like everybody in the community should come together with one vision. And I just been wanting to push, you know, content out for everybody. And just, you know, I'm kind of just that one person that just wants everybody to be successful. You know, if you're an artist, you know, have the best, you know, that you can provide, you know, service, reels, videos. Right now, I have, you know, friends that want to come on shows and, you know, don't have reels that we can promote them with. And, you know, we would like to have them have more reels for them.
Oh, they don't even. So like I said, so they're just musicians.
Yeah.
They have no reels, they have no marketing, and then they want to be on your show, but then you have nothing to promote them with.
Yeah, we like to promote our stories. We like to do individual flyers, you know, with the individual posts, and you know, give everybody, you know, like the time, and maybe get a little bit of attention from a crowd that I'm not used to. You know?
That's crazy. That's awesome for us. For up and coming musicians, you guys better get a hold of this. Full of life events. Like talking about community. We've talked about it on my podcast before, but the connection, the hook, the whole chain of like Batch Records, of the other promotion companies, of models, and of people that make clothes, and the Full of Life events is like this whole thing with artists and community. It's almost like this big movement that's happening.
Yeah, we've had to, you know, be able to adjust to collaboration sometimes like last minute, and you know, I know certain people wouldn't want to be in that same position, but I think, you know, people will look at you with how are you able to, you know, conquer certain, you know, like moments, like
situations.
So I feel like I've been able to, me as a person, I've been able to, you know, keep moving forward with certain, you know, emotions, ego and stuff, and then also applying that with my friends, you know, my squad, you know, Batch Records, full of life, letting them know like we all have a vision that's similar. Let's all come into agreement, and you know, we need models, we need photographers, videographers, we need, you know, like we want them to also want to be, you know, our friends, want to come to these events as, you know, them wanting to be a part of the community.
That's huge.
We have one May 11th at Bravo562 Studios with Underground Live.
This Saturday?
Is it this Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday. Because May 12th is Mother's Day already. Yeah, we gotta don't forget that one. Don't forget May 12th. May 11th. You gotta.
They're happening so fast that sometimes it's just kind of like, hey, are you already ready? Like hey, Friday, Saturday. So it's like we do have to keep up with, you know, scheduling. With locations where we have to be at certain times. And, you know, we do have one on May 31st at Fusion Bar in El Monte.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's what there's a bunch of artists at that one. That one's
yeah. Right now we have about like 16 or 17 artists.
Getty Boys.
No, the Ghetto Boys.
I got it mixed up.
Yeah. And there's the Getty Boys and then the Ghetto Boys.
Have been on the show before.
Yeah.
But this is a different group.
Yeah, it's a different group. They're from Indio, California.
Indio? Oh, hell yeah.
Ghetto Boys. Yeah.
Ghetto Boys. Mode 7?
Mode 7, yeah. Shout out to Mode 7. Mode 7 or Mod 7. He runs the sound there for them, man.
Oh, at that place?
Yeah, at that place.
Oh,
and he's been doing open mics there. You know, shout out to him. You know, he's a connect to it. Yeah, Mode 7's been a really good guy in the community. You know, he goes to open mics at Pomona Loud. If you guys want to go to Pomona Loud open mics, you know, that's a very good community to go to.
What is it? What is that like every week? Pomona Lives?
Pomona Loud is, I think sometimes it's like twice a month, I believe. It's like every other Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Where's that at?
I think DBA or Mob Bar. They kind of you have to really look at the flyer to see where
it's like one of those raves.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the corner, get the flyer.
Yeah.
You get that flyer, you get that flyer, you get the other.
Yeah, it's like on Wednesdays we're right here this day, on Thursdays we're across the street.
It's also good at the.
Yeah, you gotta be really about the community.
So there's a bunch of guys at BM Little Smurf.
BM Little Smurf, yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. He's gonna be at both of our events on May 31st and June 22nd. You know, he's a very good artist, man. His beats are very, you know, like some of them are very original. You know? Yeah, very.
Check that out.
Yeah, he's a very good guy.
BM Little Smurf. Cass Hatch.
Yeah, Cass Hackett.
Cass Hackett.
Yeah, shout out to Cass, man. He was actually the first person that we promoted on our page. You know, he's a very good friend. I met him at a Small World tour, and he's been nothing but supportive, man. And we want to give him a platform.
So you know him for a while.
Yeah, we've known him for like about a year or so, over a year.
Sick. John Fletch.
Yeah, John Fletch. Yeah, he's also a good guy that's a part of a lot of communities. He floats like a butterfly and he stings like a G.
Oh, damn! Floats like a butterfly, stings like a G.
That's one of his songs. Very good guy, man. He wears the wooden necklaces. You know, it reminds me of like that. You know, what's that guy from Capcom that fights
just all
Ryu, the Kamehameha guy? Oh no, the Kaduka guy.
Kaduko.
Yeah, Kaduko. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Man, I love his shows.
What about Astra Planez? I've seen her. She played at the
Astro Planes.
Astro Planes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've seen her perform before?
Isn't that the girl that played at the Beats on Whittier Boulevard when you guys when Getty Boys were playing last time?
No. She performed Accidental Chaos with Underground Live.
Oh. Okay,
yeah, the last show.
Oh, okay.
She killed it. Killed it. She's gonna be at both of our shows. We're trying to promote them right now, you know, and she's actually going to be with us on June 8th too with Yanni Mommy. We're having a collaboration with her at a Firewater Bar.
Crazy. That's a lot of stuff, dude. It's crazy how you like what you're saying is like there's so many shows going on, it's like hard to keep track.
Yeah.
But I like what you said at the beginning, how like I was like, well, couldn't that be hectic for you? But you're like, well, it depends on the person, like how you handle it.
Yeah.
And that's huge because I think some people take a lot of stress and they handle it like,
yeah.
oh my God, but you're like calm about it. Where do you think that comes from? Like, how did you get to that? Like,
Well,
calmness.
I've I started, going to acting classes, modeling classes. I was a very young kid, going to like public speaking classes like in middle school. And, in high school I did a lot of like theater and drama. I would do like, me and my cousins would do like little film on basically like skits, and we would edit them ourselves. We would make like little short films, and so from the beginning, like I kind of saw how certain things were. Like I also was in short films. Like actually this Saturday I have a premiere for.
Oh, you're an actor now?
Yeah, for Mas Latina.
Mas Latina?
Yeah, it's a premiere that's happening in LA.
Wow.
It's a Latinx community.
Shout out to Mas Latina coming show.
Yeah, shout out to Geneva Zentz. She's also been, she was at our last show, at the April 19th show.
Nice.
She's a comedian. She was one of the first persons to, give me an opportunity at one of my auditions when I was doing acting. So I've been wanting to, also give her a platform for comedy as well.
Dang,
yeah,
that's awesome.
The short film is about like her trying to become a comedian.
Oh, really?
And I'm just like
almost like a real life type.
Yeah, and then I'm just like her friend. Yeah.
Oh.
My character's name is Gary.
Gary?
Yeah.
what kind of character is Gary?
He's like the gay best friend for
You gotta have that.
Yeah, he's a gay best friend type thing. Just like the friend that's just supportive, like just kind of let her know, like just being there for her type character.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, it's actually kind of the real version of me being supportive. Is
Yeah. So it wasn't hard for you to jump into that role because you're such a supportive person for your friends, for the community, and everything like that. So did you just bring some of that into the character?
Yeah. I mean, just whatever I was asked to do it within the role. I just kind of figured it out in the moment, just trying to improvise and also get insight from other actors and see how you do it. And seeing myself on the big screen is honestly very, very, it's crazy, man. It's something like
That's dope though. Do you think that I think that there's something to because you were doing it at such a young age, performing so much in front of people, does it kind of bring this almost like this fearlessness to you?
I've gone to the point where I push everybody around me to where I forget that not everybody has been in the same position as me. With you, I could be asking you every day, Ray, do you want to come to our events and be a podcast on it? And sometimes I feel like I do get pushy and hey, get on stage. Let's put some music, drop your music. And then I think about moments that I was in the same position, that mindset of hiding and not always releasing and, being scared to be on stage and kind of doing the once a year performances. And, it got to the point where the pandemic came around, losing friends and family members, around you that you care about. And you kind of just say hey, this is what I really love to do. This is the only thing I'm good at, so I just have to look at it with a smile. I just have to have short-term memory loss, in certain situations and forget, because if you stick to one person, you stick to one moment, you lose sight and you get distracted. That one thing might, keep you off the turn.
Yeah. You gotta have a goal that you're focused on and keep going, because you can get so distracted by so many things, especially in music. I've been a musician for many years. Drugs, women, lots of things like that. So it's good, you got to stay on course. But I think you have this fearlessness to you because you've done it at such a young age. You've been doing it for so long. And then the experience too, right? If you're watching shows being produced, or you're watching the people putting on the show, you have this experience at such a young age. And you're young right now. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29,
close to being 30.
So there's so much that you have done. It's just the beginning, right? You're going to be a freaking rock star. You're going out to the atmosphere, that type of stuff. So with what you're doing is incredible because you're doing it right, and you can tell that there's two things: experience and this fearlessness that you have, and that's what's freaking rocket shipping you to the outer space. And that's what it takes. Because to trip out, I like what you said, because this is what I like about artists is there's so many different like variables to artists, or so many different types of artists. Like there are artists like myself or other artists who like are like, I want to, they're like going like let's do some shows, and then there's moments where they're like they just chill for like 3 weeks and don't do anything. You run into that a lot?
I did back in like probably like 5-6 years ago, like probably when I was like between like 21 to like 26. But it got to the point where we just knew where the open mics were now. We were on Instagram, checking tags, looking for venues, and when we did go to those open mics, network with different artists and ask, hey, what are you doing to get on shows? What are you saying? Like, what do you do? So it got to a certain point where there was days where like we would wait, or months, and like, hey, nobody's hitting us up to perform, or like nobody's reaching out. Like we're pushing content out, we're pushing music videos out, we're opening up for big artists. Like what do we need to do? And it got to that mindset of stop being the victim, and we just need to put ourselves on.
Right.
Like if like I said, I see myself as a rock star. But I don't want to be a rock star without a team. I don't want to be a rock star without a group of friends that are in that core same, mentality as, let's build a platform for each other, where we can also put others on, and give them the same amount of attention and shine that we've got.
Smart, dude. Smart, because you almost can't do it without a team number one. Yeah. But then you also have to have that humility to be like, I'm going to put other people on besides myself. Like that's great. That's a trippy thing that I see like in like Batch Records and all the things that you guys do. Like everybody's so like encouraging to each other. So it's crazy. Like people just pump each other up, and it's just like it's really cool to see. You don't see that in every genre or like every like scene, right? Like this La Mirada, Whittier, Fullerton, I'm gonna call it, scene is like so encouraging. Where if you go somewhere else, it may not be the same. Or if you go into like the business world, it's definitely not the same. It's Crush, it's man versus, it's dog eat dog. Or if you go, you've seen some of the hip hop past rival. You're seeing the hip hop rival with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. So you have, it's great. It's good to see like the camaraderie that you guys have built.
Thank you. Yeah, we do want to be encouraging, and we do want to be a community that's not judgmental. We don't, discriminate. We don't want to judge. We like all types of genres. We just want to look for the next big thing too. And maybe they come to our platform and perform, and we get the ability to say, hey, they were with us at some point. And, that's also something that I look forward to, and that's the grind that I look for, and trying to help the community. And we get left on scene a lot. People leave us on red, but at some point, the way we see it is some will, some won't. And if they do, whatever, go to the next. And they're at some point maybe they will want to join the community when they see what we want to offer, and how we are as a team. And we've gone that a lot. It's very hard to be, like that in public sometimes, because, there's differences and there's a little bit of arguments. But sometimes you gotta, really sit down with the team and say, hey, do we really want to do this or not? Because if all of us as a team don't want to do this, and it's all agreed, and if some of us do want to do it, then how can we figure out for the ones that don't? So that's also why.
Very diplomatic.
Yeah, that's why I kind of started also Full of Life, with the girls, because the girls also have a vision. Nancy has a vision, Stephanie has a vision, and I just feel like if I have my own vision, then it won't always be, the most, creative, or it won't be the most, have different angles of how to run the show. Maybe like we can get you to come through to one of them, and bring your podcast out and start interviewing artists. And, man. We honestly gotta get you. Which one do you want to come out to? I'll talk to the girls.
I mean, we gotta look at the calendar. We gotta talk to my manager.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part.
Yeah, no, I know.
My manager cooks so well and takes care of me so well. Sometimes I don't want to leave home.
No, I feel you, man.
I'm the guy that just wants to like stay home. But that's why I asked you to come to the studio because I just love staying home. Like, there's musicians out there like that too, right? Like they play music all day long. They record music all day long, but they don't do shows. So it's a trip. It's so. I guess I'm like the podcast kind of thing. That.
Yeah, you're the other way around. Yeah, no, I mean it's to be in front of a crowd, man. You know, it's a wave of emotions. You know, you can go to a show and it could be a small crowd, not people rocking with you, and that could really bring you down, man. As an artist, you know, it could really mess with your self-esteem.
Like if they don't like it?
Like you know, some artists just look for a crowd, you know, just want to open up for big artists and want to have videos where there's people there, you know, and you know, some artists just want to be able to have an opportunity to just, you know, get on the mic and have the opportunity for their music to be heard through a speaker where, you know, it's not just in their room, you know? Yeah, so it all depends, you know, some people want to put money down, some people aren't, some people, you know, want to, you know, have everything handed to them. Some people are out there getting it every day. Some people are inspiring me, and I look at others and I'm like, man, I wish I could be just, you know, as hardworking as them. And, you know, I see them releasing constantly or going to the studio or, you know, music videos or doing shows, you know. So there's people in the community that I look up to and that I've been inspired by, and I can say, hey, man, like, you know, their formula has worked. You know, let's figure out a way to also, you know, be a part of their community and help them out.
Smart. So you're connecting different, you know, other communities that are already successful. It's a great strategy because if it's working, then you can pull them in and work together and collaborate. And it's just going to be bigger and better, right? And especially like you guys are not just. It's crazy. It's interesting the type of events that you're doing. Datch doing. What's his name?
Prophecy?
No, the guy that did the one on Woodard Boulevard at the.
Oh, you're talking about Rockwood?
Rockwood.
Yeah. We put Rockwood on a lot too.
Yeah, we're like. There's not just music, but there's comedy, there's arts, there's this whole thing. So it's crazy that you're able to deal with that many personalities, like musicians, artists, comedians. It's the whole, and then you put it together, put it in a formatted show. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, Rockwood's someone that I really look up to in that because in the beginning I was trying to do a similar formula, you know, putting together comedy acts and also the hip hop. And Rockwood is somebody that is able to do that. There's a very few amount of people that are able to do comedy and do rap and be good at both. And Rockwood, man,
he actually does it too.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He's a host and he does his own events, and you know, he's part of the Antelope Valley community. Lately they've been also trying to bring me along. It is a little far, but I'm trying to be, you know, trying to get more involved with that.
Hell yeah, get some more exposure.
Yeah, but Rockwood, man, he's somebody that's very in the community. He's family oriented, and that's something that I look up to with him. And he just dropped a new music video for one of his songs. Yeah, if you guys want to check out Rockwood's music video.
Make sure you check out Rockwood. Rockwood's been on the show before. He was supposed to be on a couple weeks ago. Our schedules got messed up, but he's going to be on for sure. Again, like killer. I love that. I love comedy, number one.
The bow ties, man. I used to wear just the ties.
He just did the bow tie, dude. Like,
yeah, man. I can't hate on that, bro, because I was similar to that, you know?
That's originality.
Yeah, and there's times where I'm like, should I just go real quick?
Before you came, we had like a 30-minute conversation about what hat you were going to wear.
Oh,
yeah, you're the same way. But you got always good fashion. You're always dressed well. You have a style. You just have it down, man. And then if you don't, the girls dancing, all them have the fashion, right? They
can always put some on, you know.
It's awesome.
They've always been helping me out too with the clothes. You know, Stephanie started off helping me out. You know, and then Nancy has really you know, put her time and effort into the Full of Life, and you know, just being a good friend. You know, and I'm very appreciative of both of them wanting to really, you know, push the image and push the marketing out.
Yeah, they're sick of marketing. I see the stuff you guys are putting out. It's crazy. The reels, the stories.
Nancy's logos and that is. I know she's very talented.
Yeah, she knows how to edit. Clean, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Dang, it's awesome. Shout out to Nancy. Awesome.
Shout out to both of them.
Nancy and Downey Girl. And then, so.
Sash Cream. We can't forget
dude.
about Sash.
I want to make sure to talk about Sash Cream,
Sash
dude.
Cream, yeah.
That guy's cool, yeah.
He does everything for us, man. He does sound. If we need him to hold the camera, you know, like he performs too for us. So, you know, he's somebody that I want to push his music out too. You know, I've been doing music videos for him lately. You know,
Nice.
so yeah, I care about the guy, and I want him to keep pushing out his music, and we want to put a platform for him as well.
There you go. Keep him going. Sesh Cream, come on the show.
I know, I gotta get Sash's own though episode.
Gotta get him on. Crazy. So July 27th is a big show coming up. You got all some artists, but there's some sort of like I don't know how I should call this, a raffle, a drawing.
Oh yeah.
Or how do you? So you're looking for musicians, but they have to do that. Do they have to like audition? Or how,
No, so we know a lot of artists, a lot. You know, you can see the page. You know, almost near 2,000 people on that page are artists, musicians, or producers, or you know, fans. What you got to do is just basically DM us to get a position on a wheel. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a wheel randomizer,
Nice.
and we're gonna select 50 artists or performers to be on this festival.
Spin the wheel. Because if you put everybody on, you guys would have like 200 performers, right?
Yeah, and I mean, we've done it before where we've had to split up shows, you know?
Yeah.
Where we go, hey, like last time we had 55 participants.
Dang.
And that's how we came up with the October 1st show and the September 22nd show.
You just split it in half, or?
Yeah, so I think you were at the 22nd, right? The one where you saw...
Oh, at Fullerton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me,
Oh, dude, yeah, that's for so everybody.
So that lineup was originally a spin the wheel with, you know...
Oh, you did that at that
Yeah,
time?
so
crazy.
half of the
You've done
artists...
this before?
Yeah, so half of the artists got for one show, and then the other half thought they weren't going to get an opportunity, but we said, hey, we have an opportunity for this day for the people that didn't get selected.
Oh, that's sick. So everybody gets a piece.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to do. That's freaking awesome. That's like winning when somebody says follow, like, and then they'll do a raffle.
Yeah, the reason for this is because we don't want to have similar lineups constantly. We want the lineups to look a little different, you know? And this is a non-biased way of telling people, hey, you know, you want to get involved, get on the wheel, and if you get selected, it's because the wheel selected you, you know? It's not because we selected you, you know?
It does two things. It randomizes it, and also it makes it fair.
Yeah, it makes it fair. So it makes it seem
so
like,
smart.
you know, to where people go, hey, well, I didn't make it on the cut. It wasn't because they chose it. It was because, you know, and that's what we would let the artists know. Like, if it wasn't because it was guaranteed, it's because, you know, we just didn't have the opportunity on the randomizer.
That's crazy. So that's July 27th. They DM you?
Yeah, DM full of life. They can DM me or the girls. Yeah.
Crazy. Whoops,
Yeah, no
chips. Awesome. There you go. July 27th, if you guys want to get on that show. Also catch the May 31st event, the Fusion Bar in El Monte. Tons of musicians.
Yeah, June 22nd is at Hustle Music.
June 22nd? Hustle Music?
Hustle Music in downtown LA.
Nice.
Downtown LA.
And then this Saturday, May 11th.
May 11th is at Nirvana Studios.
May 11th, Nirvana Studios. Where at?
It's off La Brea. It's in Los Angeles.
Ooh, deep in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Off La Brea, Nirvana Studios. We're going to go check on our food because it's been a while. We ordered the molcajete, so we're hoping that it wins. I don't know what happened to that.
And there's it's only like 4 of us in here.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go check on that. Bravo, my man. Thank you so much for joining us for lunch.
Yeah, no, for sure. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I thought the molcajete was gonna come like during the interview.
You want to bring the molcajete?